Good morning, students. I am Gunjan Jain, your computer teacher for class 8th. Today I am back with the second part of computer networks. I hope you have enjoyed the first session of computer networks, in which you have learnt the various advantages of computer network like file sharing, resource sharing, security, information sharing and communication. Then you have also learnt about different types of computer network, that is PAN, LAN, MAN and WAN. Then you have learnt about various network hardware like router, switch, hub and various other devices like the LAN cable, etc. I hope you have learnt all the things which were taught in the previous session, and also you must have enjoyed the online quiz. Now proceeding towards the next part, that is the communication channels. Communication channels means the medium through which the computers are connected with each other. Now this medium can be physical or wireless. Physical medium means that when we use the wires or cables to connect to the internet or to connect two computers to each other. Now there are various types of wires which are used in connecting the computers to each other. The first one is the twisted pair cable. As you can see it clearly in the picture over here, the twisted pair cable is the cable in which the two cables are twisted on each other. You must have seen the red and the black color wire at your home used in various things. That is a twisted pair cable. So it is used for networking of the computers also. The second type of cable is the coaxial cable. Again you can see it in the picture itself. Coaxial cable is the cable which you must have seen in the cable TV connection. Here you can see this is the insulation point, then this is the wire mesh over it, then again one insulation point, then a plastic covering and then the copper wire. So it is better than the twisted pair cable because it leads to the faster communication between the computers. The third one is the fiber optic cable. As you can see in the picture, it is divided into various wires and each wire is covered with the insulating material, and finally it is covered with the main material. So if we compare three of them, fiber optic cable is the best cable to provide high speed communication between the computers, and it is also the most expensive one. Now the communication channel, as I told you earlier, it can be physical, which involves wires, and it can also be wireless. So proceeding towards the wireless transmission media, we can connect the computers wirelessly also, which you are already aware as you are using Wi-Fi, Bluetooth and various other types of communication. So these are various communication channels. Now the first one is infrared. Okay, before telling about the infrared, let me tell you that there are three types of waves that are used for wireless communication. The first one is the infrared, second one is microwave, and the third one is radio signals. So there are basically three types of waves that are used for communication. The infrared waves, as you must have seen in the remote controls, the infrared waves are used for a short distance, like a remote control of a TV, AC, etc. Second is cellular radio, the waves which are used in your mobile phones, that is 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G, etc. Then next is the broadcast radio. It refers to the FM that we listen while we are on the way, we listen in the cars or at home. So the signals which are used in FM are the radio signals, and the radio signals are helps in connecting to the FM that we use, that we listen whenever we are free. Then the fourth type of signal is the Wi-Fi, that is wireless fidelity, and again the radio waves are used in Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi, you are already aware, it is used to connect to the various computing devices wirelessly. The fifth one is the microwave. as you can see in the picture, it is generally used in deserts uh, or in lakes whenever the distance is wide apart and we need to connect the devices. Then we use these special signals which are called as microwave signals. After that, next comes the communication satellite. Again, you can see it in the picture. Here the satellites are used to provide communication in the area which is larger. So it is generally used at a wide area. Now, network architecture. The architecture of a network is a logical design that determines how the devices in the network will communicate. So there are basically two types of architectures. The first one is the client-server architecture and the second one is peer-to-peer architecture. Now, client-server architecture, as the name suggests, it has one main computer which is called as server, and the rest of the computers are called as clients. All the clients are dependent upon this server to function. If the server do not function, all the clients cannot function. So server, what is a server? It is a terminal with high processing power and it provides services to the other computers on the network, which are called as clients. Then second type of architecture is peer-to-peer network. Peer means your friend. Okay, who is your peer? Your friend. So peer-to-peer architecture is an architecture where all the computers on the network are equal, right? There is no distinction between any of them. All enjoy this equal status. So in a peer-to-peer architecture, it allows sharing of resources, data and users, and each computer on the network can act both as a client and as a server. All of them have equal configuration. No computer is less or more. Now the next part of the chapter is topology. What is topology? It is a physical way in which the computers are interconnected. There are basically 5 types of topologies. First is star, second bus, third ring, fourth mesh and fifth tree. In your chapter only 3 types of topologies are covered, so we will read about them only. The first one is a star topology. In it there is one central device which is called as hub and all the other computers are connected with it. See, you can see it in the picture. This is the central device, this is called as hub, and all the other computing devices are connected to it. So it is making a star-like structure, that is why it is called as star topology. Second is bus topology. In this, there is one single network cable and all the computing devices are connected to it. Again, you can see it in the picture. There is one single cable and whenever we need to extend the network, we will get connected to this cable. So this is bus network topology. Then third is ring topology. In ring topology, all the computers are connected with each other until they form a loop. See it in the picture. See, this is computer 1, computer 2, computer 3, computer 4. All of them are interconnected to each other and they are forming a ring. That is why it is called as a ring topology. Now next is the protocol. What is protocol? See, everything in the world follows a protocol. Protocol means the set of rules. So whenever we are using anything, we follow some rules. The same is whenever we are using network, there are some protocols that we need to follow. So a network protocol defines the rules and conventions for communication between the network devices. Protocols specify interaction between the communicating entities. So there are basically 5 types of protocols. The first one is TCP, second is IP, third is HTTP, fourth is FTP and fifth is HTTPS. So TCP stands for Transmission Control Protocol, IP stands for Internet Protocol, HTTP is Hypertext Transfer Protocol, FTP is File Transfer Protocol, and HTTPS is Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure. Secure one is basically followed on those websites which requires financial transactions. Generally, the buying and selling websites use HTTPS protocol. So these are basically the 5 types of protocols which are used in networking. That is all for the chapter. This brings you to the end of the chapter. Thank you. Thank you. Have a nice day.